make it very tight in terms of scorelines, but it's all about who's going to be able to take it on this next map. And GenG, while maybe slightly favored, we'll have to wait and see when we get into the server, and that's exactly what we're going to do next. It's time for us to hit a break as always, but when you come back, we'll be moving on to map 2 between GenG and Cloud9.
It took 30 rounds for Cloud9 to close out on Dust 2, and now we move to Train, a place that I don't think they will easily roll over if GenG are going to make this reverse series sweep. Scrawny, Launders, are you ready, my man?
I am. I wonder who would have won the game if it was only best of 24. That's my question.
Yeah, that's actually, whoa, dude. Hey, now, there's some MR12 charity games going on this weekend, so I think that's kind of cool. I haven't been able to watch it, but I would love to check some of that out, man. You know, I'm all for playing around with the formula for Counter-Strike. You know, as long as Counter-Strike's involved, it's going to be a delicious dish. So, yeah, let's play around. Let's have some fun. Let's do it on Train, folks. Map 2 coming at you hot.
Yeah, GenG may be slightly favored on this map, but we know Cloud9 can play, and obviously that last map couldn't have been any tighter. I kind of say with Ven, I feel like I'm surprised GenG lost, but at the same time, I'm not surprised Cloud9 won. But that was like the most Dust 2. It's like the most Dust 2 thing that could ever happen. 30 rounds, very even, not too much amazing stuff going on tactically, just like fairly simple, good trading, lots of shots being hit, everybody hitting shots. It's one of my favorite parts. Like no one's really lagging behind in these matches. Nice pick up by Sonic.
Yes, sir. Up into the box halls, dropping one. I think there's still that conversation to be had about like Dust 2 as a pick, though. You know, this is 2 series back-to-back for Cloud9 where it takes overtime or 30 rounds to get that map win.
Dust 2 never guaranteed.
Nope. Nope. Not at all. If you're playing real hot and your opponent's a little bit slow, then you can definitely flex it on them. But hey, yo, Floppy, little labored effort there at the top of the B site, still able to connect the headshot in the end. Automatic and Vaps now, all that's left over. They're just trying to find their bomb plant. There's a flank coming in behind them. So this is a real difficult position for them to be in. If they could have cleared the flank and also gotten another kill, then maybe, just maybe. But it's a CT pistol round win for Cloud9.
I like Genji's train because of their executes, so I'm looking forward to seeing what their T side has to offer. Not an incredible start, but when we get to the rifle rounds, I think one thing that makes this team good, maps aside, is their executes and their ability to throw a lot of volatility into their types of strategies, like fast, slow, different looks on the same site, lots of strats in general, and good lurks. And I think on train, I think that highlights how good your T side can get, because this is a tough map. It's one of the hardest maps you can play, and it's very friendly to good executes. Not necessarily complicated, but just like good ones with good spacing, and they have great execution.
Just the Glocks. Gonna get fed to the SMG of Floppy. He takes 3 frags. OC's got the double. M4 picked right back up. So, yeah, as expected, that's as textbook as the anti-eco gets.
The idea is obviously to have the Glock upper peak so they pull the Z attention, and if that guy stays alive long enough, they ram the site, maybe get 1 kill, maybe get the bomb down. As long as they keep Z busy for a moment, they'll use a whole human to do it. These guys are ruthless.
An entire human. Whoa, Som. He's got fire just behind him. Very close on the T-Con, but he just completely wrecks Modem. Get out of my face. Som's ready to keep going up here, and, well, there's not much to hold him back on the A-bomb site. It's not going to be any easier with both Sonic and OC falling. JT and Floppy, 2 versus 5. GenG coming out. Looking real good on this T side. Crisp close to that 3rd round. They keep 4 players alive.
That was absolutely not an easy shot for Som to hit. I feel like you see a flash coming in like that, you see Som get destroyed most of the time. He's got less fire rate from that angle. He's not running in that spot. He's the one not peeking. He's getting peeked, so everything was kind of working against him, except for the fact that flash popped behind Som. That helped out a lot. And then the op shot dropped at Ivy. That was, or inner or something. And then 1 tap down Ivy. Wow. Couldn't ask for a sicker round aim-wise from Genji.
Ooh, Cloud9 going to try to force the issue. What I do like about Cloud9's pistol rounds is they're always quick. You know, they're not wasting anybody's time. They're clearly not paid by the hour. So this one comes to a fast close. They use that explosiveness and the element of surprise to get 2 T's dead. But 2's the magic number. That's where we're tied. Round 5 coming up next.
They're straight to the point, like the pin of a needle.
I like that.
Unlike a climb of Mount Everest, that's not straight to the point. That takes a long time. It's laborious.
Yeah.
Takes effort. It's cold.
True. It's not very easy.
Deny the ladder push. They didn't get eyes on it. Sonic's up top. That would have actually probably cost them a life to get this information and to get down ladder. JT Flash, he pushes into what was supposed to be their sanctuary, kills a guy in the back. Fentech goes down. Kusta comes out for the trade. Not a bad situation for Genji whatsoever, but OC has something to say about that.
Oh, wow. Sonic. That secondary off at the same time. There's still 3 snipers in play for the 4 remaining. And Automatic's just going to keep walking up here. He sees that back turn. That's 1. The player in the office can't actually do anything, so if only he would have been able to drop Sonic. But Sonic comes out there with a right eye peek advantage, so he's favored in the duel. This one was weird. That
like
first Kusta fight.
So GT gets flashed outside and then pushes in the ladder. They don't hear him at all. I think what happened was Bentet went down the ladder, dropped the Molotov, and then after that, they did a silent drop. So they just probably climbed down the ladder slowly. So JT has no idea they're in there, but they know that JT could not be standing in the back of the ladder because of Bentet's Molotov. So I think they found a cool timing and way to do that. But yeah, Sonic ate him up like fast food, like the fast food joint that's in his name.
Oh, block smoke. Oops. Automatic's going to lose vision. This shouldn't come back to bite GenG too badly. Saw him. Yo, he's behind enemy lines. There's a player on the bomb site in OC who still has cover, but now he's been spotted. And Som's going to just inch his way closer. If he has the trigger discipline, he could find more than one player, but he's actually going to go over to the B site. They have no clue that he's behind them. Oh, and there it is. He sees Floppy. Can't really deal with it.
Oh, this is so
awkward. He has CT come back. Yeah. He's going to try to manage more than just one, but I mean, damn, Som, he thought he was in control of the situation until it all starts to unfold around him. But he calls to action the push towards B, and the kill versus Floppy is enough to guarantee the plant. JT. Scaring Floppy away. Floppy's still alive.
And man, that's a tough situation to figure out what the best option is, and I think he finds a pretty good one. They get a site open, he gets a kill. It definitely looked like it could have gone wrong at any point, and it's like, he really wants to be able to get 2 kills there, but instead, a whole site, that's great too. You know, that he could get the outside kill, and they could still lose to the other 2 players if he can't find them. So here's one way to get it where he gets a kill and nobody else has to die. It's the most gracious option in Cloud9 that he could think of.
Sometimes those moments, you know, there's a world where Som's, you know, we think of Som's options in hindsight. Oh my God. Look how fast he's going.
Yeah, he's zooming.
But yeah, Som, I mean, he had options there. He could have executed OC just straight up on the bomb site. He could have gone over and just then killed Floppy and not dealt with the Z flank back. And then I love those types of moments because there's, for 10, 15 seconds, we're watching Som in full control. You know, it's his show. When he decides to pull the trigger, things unfold. But then suddenly, you just get this massive change in variables that he seems so compromised in that position instead. And it goes from being in full control, sat back, relaxed like JDM, to suddenly as close to his screen as Xanterra's, eyes bulging because he was getting flanked. But he manages it well, it ensures the B hit, and we're right back into the gun rounds. Of course, tied at 3 rounds apiece.
Another passive setup towards Ivy, watching it from back 5. Obviously, if they have that smoke that comes out right side Ivy, it nullifies this spot. This is how Som got out in the first place. I think a bad smoke allowed them to feel too comfortable, and that's how he wrapped because the smoke missed and didn't block off their vision, so it might have lured them into a false sense of security. But yeah, it's always the risk, but these days, I mean, it just seems like the brand of Counter-Strike that CTs want to play. Playing back in CT spawn sometimes can just get you smoked out and deny you from having, you know, op impact on outside. They've got 2 inner. GenG, they haven't really made a move yet. They're going ladder, I'm assuming, because they've got 2 full nade sets left. Flashes come outside, but Cloud9, 29 seconds. No one's really blind just yet. Sonic, he gets a free op kill. That's nice. 2 for him.
And that's going to force them back to the B site. Bentet down the ramp, looking for the man towards Z, who does give it away for free. That's the bomb plant for the T's, with the counter-terrorists ready to retake. It's going to be all 3 members coming out of this Z connector. Bentet, he's going to want to dodge that op shot, and he gets off his posted position just before they swing wide. 2 instant kills coming in just as fast as Sonic's original double. I mean, we saw that op fight unfolding. We got automatic trade fragging after OC found his first, but Sonic the difference maker. That double sniper pinch towards T-Con with 1 player on the bomb site as expected, and the unexpected element in Sonic on Olaf. Not the most common spot for an op, but he played it really well. Rotates over, clean sweep, Cloud9 in the lead.
Nothing but praise for Sonic's opping. His opping is very consistent. He's always in good spots. He's hitting all kinds of shots. And he's secondary on the team, but yeah, sometimes he's just as good as OC is, and also very, very consistent. So huge fan of his play so far this tournament. Looking great. Top fragging for the team right now. And yeah, this is kind of a strange round for GenG, I'll be honest. I was a bit taken back by how long they took to do anything, and their 1 layer execute at 36 seconds doesn't pull any rotations because of 3-2 setup. They don't know about that, but they weren't trying to go inside at first anyway, so it was a little bit strange.
This one I think was a little awkward too, man. We had that immediate run out from Daps from T-Con. got shut down by Sonic and OC combining. Man advantage affords them the 2-player B hit. Floppy, good grenade. Gonna see the heads present themselves, and he decides to jump onto the site. Excellent flash here from OC, lending a helping hand, but Floppy still dies. A player gets out from above. That's gonna be traded back by JT. Automatic op, 1 versus 4. This is a lot to ask of one man. The bomb's in front of him. The smoke gives him a bit of a chance to reposition, but the CTs inch closer and closer and closer until JT finds him. 5 rounds for Cloud9, still GenG on 3, but they don't have the money to buy back, so this is the defense with a good bout of momentum.
Yeah, Genji certainly look a little bit less confident in these last couple of rounds. And we can see how that sandwich mode could have made a world of difference for Daps to come out and maybe lurk. And that's not uncommon. Anything that's related to being an Olaf for that one player is kind of like an Olaf play. Just getting in front of the smokes, maintaining control, holding rotations outside. It's like all they want to do while they go in. Maybe have a flank kill come out, but conceal Daps' presence entirely. But because they were unable to do that, Cloud9 being active, looking for information, it kind of made it harder to get inside. And of course, OC's amazing flashbang really just put a highlight on Floppy and how consistent he is as an inner player.
I remember a good old Floppy solo B-hold, but he's got a lot of targets kind of flooding at him, and the assistance of the op on the back line has to turn its attention to automatic. Quick kill versus him. Som's blocked, somehow managing a frag in the mix of it all. And now it's up to Daps' sidearm. He was trying to hide long enough to find impact, but nobody falls for that. Sonic bests him. A good old-fashioned pistol duel to get Cloud9 their 6th. So they double up the round count of their opponents. GenG moving through the eco, coming back in with another buy. I have promise still for their methodology. You know, they slow down rounds on the T side, and I think they should do that right now. I want to see a nice Ivy T-con pinch. I want to see a little ladder control being fought over for in the first few, 30 seconds. Let's see it, GenG. Let's see what you got. Dig deep.
Yeah, and they had that Bentat play into ladder that allowed them to sneak outside, and at that first kill, the 5v5 executes are not looking great versus Cloud9. Cloud9 seem okay from that perspective. And also sometimes they're just not getting that kill. Oh, this is a triple man push. This is a good spray down from Bentat. Definitely better than it was worse. They lost him ultimately. And Modem baits Kusta forward with the smoke to make it seem like he was falling back. You talked about Modem on the A site in that one op duel. I'm sure this is unrelatable for some viewers who might just be watching now. But he was crossing cat to the site box. And then the other opper who was fighting him assumed he was going to peek the other side of the box. Modem came back and peeked an angle you would normally get opt in, but it was by baiting someone's attention. Kind of the same principle he used there. And whoa, OC drops that shot and gets tagged as well.
Sonic, though, not dropping shots.
Oh, he's
man.
So good. He's so good, man. He's so good.
Another 3-piece,
he is so
12
hot,
and
brother.
3. Look at this. Kusta baited back in, as you said, by Modem. Big brain play, but I want to see that Sonic 3-piece. One,
man,
how many times does somebody unscope like that and then not get a chance to recover the play? But Sonic instead corrects his mistake, follows up with the 2 bodies after the first one. Sonic looking like Cloud9's primary opper at the moment. He's making OC sweat for the paycheck. But Kusta gonna charge headstrong down Olaf, try to pressure Ivy, where Sonic's pinned into the corner. He got 1 kill off of the AWP, and now suddenly it's a 2 versus 4. So GenG come barreling down Ivy into this outer site, and Floppy's gonna try to run forward here. He's caught by Bentat, traded out by OC. This would have to be the 1 versus 4 clutch with an off grenade gives him the chance. But Som's already posted his second frag in the round. GenG, you could argue, robbing that last one. Keeping this one close. 3 rounds the difference. Round 12 coming at you. Guns all over the place. This one was hectic.
Not exactly sure how it all went down with the Ivy push. They had 2 players there. Sonic maybe missed a shot, plus JT missed a shot. Don't know. But they seem like they should have had a pretty good setup, but forcing Sonic onto the sidearm is exactly what you want to do with the pistols. Really just delete all of the space between you two, even the playing field. Weaken the weapon.
Gonna boost over the smoke. This is gonna compromise Modem's spot. Genji does have the blanket of cover to fall back with if he chooses to, which he does. Don't blame him.
Let's get a second look at Ivy, see what happens. They fall back full passive. One watching Modem rotating. Inner being compensated for. And Genji still look to involve Ivy, which is kind of interesting. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a round where they're not sure what they want to do again, because clock's ticking. They haven't worked on any new map control. They aren't up Ivy whatsoever. They haven't picked a site. So they seem a bit slow to the decision, but they've still got time. As they start to group up, it looks like they've just kind of decided on B. And they've still got a lot of nades too. Cloud9 have no nades.
30 seconds left over. T's going to announce themselves soon enough. Floppy, good long-range headshot, follows up to take down Kusta. Now at this point, Cloud9, they're on high alert. With the smoke, they start to move past. OC has to reposition. Som comes in from that flank. This is the big hit. He's trying to switch behind all of the other targets, but in the meantime, they've gone for the bomb plant. Som good for the two-piece, and Sonic finds zero footing outside of Z. Som does everything. Splits on the flank, disrupts Cloud9. I mean, it's a thing of beauty because Cloud9 boiled that down to the wire, because GenG took that the time to execute.
Where did Som come from?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, dude. When we
I thought they were.
I thought that was a CT.
I didn't know that there was anybody inside of a site.
I was watching forward. I was looking at the map, eyes all on the execute. I fell for this Som flank just as much as Cloud9 did.
I need like a mini map replay or something, because it looked like to me GenG were just walking around, but if Som was lurked somewhere and I didn't even spot it, then that makes more sense as to like why they were taking so much time.
Yeah, it all makes more sense now.
Yeah, and he did lurk before and pull off a round like that via Ivy. I just didn't know if he actually did that this round, but seriously, would like to be able to see that back. Anyways, GenG clawing their way back forward. Som has won 2 rounds, making a play similar to that. Ivy,
and the result from the last one is massive. I mean, yeah, Ivy pushed for them, but no weapons to play with. Collateral from Automatic. Last man up's going to be Modem. He too dropped by the op. So the Bamboozler in Som's big flank nets GenG not 1 round, but 2 off the back of it. Now round 14, Cloud9 looking to make it up. But called out on that flank. Good opping from Automatic.
Yep. Op-o-matic. Round 14, buy up both sides. GenG, what's the game plan? They have very, very passive defaults. I think they want to maintain 5v5s. They like the executes. But JT pushing ladder. Whoa, that's a confident op pick by Automatic, and a huge one at that. JT is the only man forward on A. There's only one other CT outside. CTs want to rotate out of B. They've got a double man setup though. JT, OC's going to bait his friend into peeking as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade. It's actually not so great considering that initial op frag from Automatic, and Som is already behind enemy lines.
Yeah, this time yet again, he gets out from T-Con. He pushes up close to the CT. Barrel stuffs him. So Sonic calling the bomb over to action, and we've got Ricky Camaro in the clutch. Smoking a frag grenade. Wonder how Floppy's going to deal with the player above. He might actually just go straight up and try to clear him, but that's obviously being watched. Som gets it done. Som having huge impact in these last 3 rounds, whether that be creating the eco or, of course, just straight up hard flanking B. This is the confident Automatic drop. Off the ladder into the corner, ready for the push. Beautiful stuff. And it leaves Cloud9 on a lackluster bye for the final round of their CT side. There was a moment where Cloud9 looked like they had momentum and then some for the defensive half, but that ran out of gas. And now it's anybody's lead to take here. Final round, let's go.
The Camaro needs more fuel. Oh, another switch out.
Automatic.
Yeah, he's getting pushed back. Som is sitting here. Modem is going to hear him looking like he was about to shoot a grenade. They're going to hold on to this aggressively considering their MP9s. They need to stay close. JT, aggressive push. There's a player with him, right? Still?
I think so. Yeah. Kusta. Whoa.
No longer.
All right. That's a wild round.
Yeah.
There's been some weird things going on.
Let's get out of this half. Yeah,
we need a halftime break so that sanity can sink back in. And speaking of insanity, Sonic has been looking out of his mind this half. 14-7. MP9 posted for the peak. He's going to be met by 3 Ts, though, so going to be tough to line them all up. Still takes down Daps first. Then the AK moves by the Opper as Automatic was trying to keep eyes towards sight, but he too switches over to the rifle. He's dropped by OC, who gets clapped by Som. Just spotted another body back by T-Con, and seems to be wary of ladder as well. This is one of those unthinkable ace clutches that Som could pull out of nowhere. He gets the bomb down, and he's even going to cheat towards Z. He's being flanked by Old Bomb, though, so the longer he stays hyper-focused, the more difficult this gets. Now he's been spotted. He's on 1 point of health, and thank God for grenades. Floppy gonna chuck that one into the bomb site. Nobody else needs to die. It's Cloud9 with an 8th at the end. But man, they could have had an even better half. Some shenanigans and antics from Som at that B site. A couple ecos added to the tally. GenG 1 round short. But this is gonna be a good second half. So we'll be back after the break.
Slipping today, but in the first place, well, I never wanted to say. Let me get you alone. I've got a little place in mind. Let me take you alone. There's gonna be a space and time. In the worst way, you got me tripping today. And by the first taste, I should have never gone on to say. Let me get you alone. I've got a little place in mind. Let me take you alone. There's gotta be a space and time. Let me get you alone. I've got a little place in mind. Let me take you alone. There's gotta be a space and time. Let me get you alone. I've got a little place in mind.
Potentially the final half of the North American group stage. GenG and Cloud9 locking horns here on Train. Way too close to call what's up, but there's one thing we know, and that's GenG did a good enough job on their T side to lock down this defense. But if they're going to do that, they have to cool off some of the individuals of Cloud9, most notably this man, Sonic, with a lights out op half so far on this map. Now, Daps does stay alive in the upper box halls, and JT seems aware of this, so he's actually going to plant on the opposite side of B, while Modem goes into Z and clears out the first body. Daps still a problem, but OC deals with that one. Man advantage up here for the terrorists. Little flashbang play from JT, trying to disrupt their retake as the CTs just sprint into this site. Som not shying away from any of these fights. He's going to get in that reload. OC comes down from the box wall, so now Terrorists very much looking to finish it off right here, right now, but Bentet's got other ideas. One bullet's what he needed, but Floppy sends it back the other way. Cloud9 taking second pistol.
You gotta love how Floppy has no health and takes that fight. He just goes for the peak. Well, why not, I guess. I was thinking he'd try to delay for time. There's still actually a chance there for Bentet to win it. And he comes out right on the side and in the middle of the reload gets caught off guard. Cloud9 pull that off. Smart from JT to plant side bomb. Daps couldn't come into full effect. His position's great, but eventually when they push you, you've got to hit your shot, and he couldn't do that. So, wow, there was a number of ways that round could have gone. Sonic getting a great amount of control here on the anti-eco. This is the goal spot. This is the checkpoint for the T's on these anti-ecos. You compromise the back of bomb train and everybody's jumping up on the bomb, trying to take all these bad fights, and the T's are all in the middle, controlling center as you're supposed to. But it's now 3v3 with a health advantage to the CTs.
Oh God, and Sonic falls to the USP. I was going to say Automatic's line of sight. Like, as far as the checkpoint for the T side, the anchor for the CTs has to be where Automatic was. You saw how much of the bomb site's still compromised by him, and he's just pummeling these scout shots through the smoke. So close to Modem, who decides to activate, gets aggressive, dies to the CZ of Daps. The clutch falls onto the shoulders of JT. He's way back behind Red. Remember, bombs planted on the left side of the train. Now, he was just spotted. He's been seen and called, and they tap bomb, but he sprays them both. Cloud9 to the double digits. JT had to clutch.
Yeah, he handles it, man. He was so sick on Dust, too. A little bit behind here on Train, but he's already got a clutch here in this second round of the second half. A nice attempt, Automatic scout shot in, so much damage. USP to finish off Sonic, who's in that power position again, and GenG now, because they have to save, are... It's a kind of a tragic loss. They came really close to winning that. Have these two grenades. They both leave the hands of the CTs to go into T-Con, and there are a lot of CTs out here.
Yeah.
So maybe not a bad spot.
Trying to get by. Wall of smokes giving cover here to the defense for the time being. Floppy's got the high road. Oh, a little bit of a labored spray, but he gets Bentet in the end. Som comes out of the smoke with great damage, even getting a kill there. This is wild antics. And you might be thinking to yourself, maybe it's this aggressive, maybe it's this fast from Cloud9 because they're just trying to rip through the ecos. But we saw an entire half of this pace on their T side of Train. So I'm very curious to see if GenG can lock it down now that they have their double ops.
Totally. I love this adjustment that we're seeing. Basically every team use now is the 2-op setup. Sometimes it was safe for a special occasion, but these days it's run-of-the-mill. Most teams are waiting for the economy saving on 2 players to get here. Saw him opening frag. Nothing on Ivy to slow him down as well. And Bentet is in a spammable spot. I can't exactly tell what is going on in that position, but it's trades for the CTs. That's what's most important. But top of the train control here for Floppy. 3 kills already. On for the ace. Low on HP. 1v2. Op insight, which means there's one player. I mean, his health might not matter. And he spots another one. He's in danger of dying both sides.
Whoa.
First frag. He does so much damage. Oh my god. He could actually do this.
It's a single shot. A single shot from Floppy is all he needs. 21 frags. 5 in this round. Just straight up stampeding that A site. What's his route? Because you said you didn't quite know what was going on inside of that smoke. Bentet's at the base of the E-box, and he's the first one Floppy gets. He takes top train. He gets that second on the, or rather third, for the bomb site kill. That was the headshot that he definitely needed, because that was the closest the counter-terrorists ever had to a 2-versus-1 versus him. Other than that, it was 1v1 individual duels, and Floppy just body bags them all. 9 deaths, 5 of which caused by Floppy. His team fell around him, but his opponents fall even harder. Right back down into the pistols. It seems still doable. They've gotten incredibly close with rounds like these ones, so let's see if Floppy can do it again. Bentet gets him dead. Sonic tries to trade, but he too taken out, so it is a man advantage turn double. OC's attempt to clutch now, 1v3. He's gotta have to try to dodge shots, and it falls short. This is explosive Counter-Strike on the A site.
It could have been an easy cleanup anti-eco. I think JT missed a spray. There was a few shots here that didn't go so well. It's another stack up outside by the CTs. I mean, they're doing what works, right? It's been 3 rounds in a row that they've come for this fight, and this time they finally end up winning the duels. And GenG, yeah, they just go right back to the correct stack. Cloud9, they were up. They could have been up 13-7 after following an ace in particular, but instead they lose 9 deaths in the last 2 rounds and have not that much money now.
Yeah, they're going to try to run through the Molotov, put it out with the smoke. Daps, just good for the 1, but it's automatic here, lending a helping hand off Z. Bentet to the top of the trains, puts himself in a dangerous position, but Cloud9 want that bomb plant, and it hasn't yet gone down. Sonic able to trade just the 1, Floppy back at it. 3 players ahead of him. He's seen a couple. He even gets the 1 off of the top rope, but now what's he do? He jumps, he makes it. That's slick movement. Oh my God. Floppy on for another clutch. It's incredible.
No way.
Floppy is unstoppable.
OC hand on head. He can't believe it. Where'd he go?
Ricky
Top of the
Kamari,
bomb train,
dude.
last bullet headshot.
Cerebral levels of Counter-Strike. Dude, who makes that jump?
Canada's finest. More on Dap's prize pool. He is the 4th highest earning Canadian CSGO player of all time. Just behind Stanislaw, funnily enough, Launders is 179. I'm top 200 highest earning Canadian CSGO players. That's pretty sick.
What about me, man?
You've made money? Okay. We'll put you in there. I'll call the guy who makes the list. But you got to report the income.
Yeah, pull the strings. I think it's $54.
Okay.
According to Wikipedia.
Can't be that far off. I haven't made that much. Man, Floppy Ace,
I can't.
1v3. Oh my God, bro. That 1v3 is even nicer than the Ace. Way nicer.
Dude, the jump. That jump. I mean,
so easy to fail. He even does it sideways.
And if he fails
turns
that,
towards
I mean,
it, but
he looks like a goober, you know? He just like, well, flops down onto the bomb site.
Well, he just doesn't
loses
win
his line of sight and
like
everything.
that's how he wins.
Oh my goodness, unreal scenes here. Let's see. We're right back at it in the B bomb site. Automatics had enough. He puts Floppy to rest. Now that scout
God,
from
of course they
Dap
lose.
also finding a headshot, and Automatic flicks back. Sonic, come on. 1v5? You're no Floppy, right? He's going to have to peek into Automatic, and if he doesn't, Daps comes upper. So yeah, Automatic's got frags too. 4 kills in this one, keeping GenG close. Cloud9, had they won that round back on the outer yard, as you said, they could have been leading 13, 14, 7, whatever it may have been. Floppy kept them in that lead, but it's not to say that it's been convincing. You know, that's the scary part
Floppy,
here for Cloud9.
I mean, up until that point, they would have been 12 whatever, and they won that 13. They'd be at 14 right now with that round. If they just won their eco, like they still would be in a great spot. It's just after that point, that's when things start to go a bit weird. That's one hell of a grenade onto Bentet, but it's Cloud9 who have the pistols now. Ooh, they are really far pressed outside. Is Automatic? No. Okay, yeah, he's aware.
Ooh, man,
okay.
Aware and on point.
He's getting better every round.
Trying to take the title of top opper in this matchup.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Modem's got an op, and Modem's got Automatic.
Oh, and he's gonna have another player super close. It's all down to Kusta.
Oh my God. This is why you can't let him out of T-Con.
Kusta. Let's see what you can do. He's gonna have Modem with the op up close. That's the scout on OC falling back. Deagle on Floppy. These players have armor, but they really don't have much health. Kusta's got the grenades to try and stick this as well. Kit on top of it all. Oh, but he gets tagged. He gets tagged and bagged. OC drops him, and Cloud9, another miraculous round they had no business winning. Launders, I don't know what's happening.
I can't... Tell me how Automatic gets the first 2 kills outside and then they still lose. they give up the op. Modem gets the op shot, and all of the lurks end up working. Yeah, and then of course, there's got to be some crazy like one taps that come through. But at that point, Cloud9 have got so much space, it was just taken back by Automatic. So you thought, okay, it's not going to be so bad. And Automatic starts off another round hot. Let's see if they can actually close this one out again. Yeah. Well, there's one trade. Automatic still alive.
Careful though, Daps. He's about to drop down the ladder. Modem, he heard it. Oh, and the SMG gets distracted by the further player. He was already shooting the man on top of Blue Train. Now Som's gonna throw himself into the mix. A 2 versus 3. Actually, starting to work out for him. Flashbang off of the side of it, but JT finds him as he falls down from the ladder. And all of a sudden, Cloud9, they're gonna want to try to get this back under control. Automatic. He walks into the crosshair. He's taken down, and Cloud9 with a 15th round in the bag.
They lose the 5v4 again. Automatic gets the open and kill. Nobody else really frags until Som comes through. The holds have been quite bad, actually. And if we look at the kills, 2 on 10. Kusta, not his map. Daps, not his map. Bentet, kind of average. Som Automatic. Trying their damnedest.
Lots of flashbangs being thrown over here. Looking like a T-Con hit, or sounding like one, but it is only Sonic, and he's playing with grenades. Did not expect the full W XM1014. That is a masterclass strat that only the big brains of the likes of Daps can create, all right? It's very, it's elaborate. Step 1, buy the shotgun. Step 2, hold W.
Step 3, wear blindfold.
Yeah, and just hold that left click. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. He gets 1 kill. And then it comes to a bit of a grinding halt. It's really slowing down towards this B site. Ooh, but OC through the smoke. Kusta trying to get up the ladder. JT's scared, like, dude, do I try to hold this? But Kusta trying his damnedest to get out, loses his head instead, and this is Cloud9 about to close on map 2, about to sweep the series away from GenG. GenG, if they lose this, having to play Team Liquid once the playoffs get going. It is on Bentet with a scout. Double Kalashnikov on the other side. He's going to go to the top of the train, and he's cut off the ladder. Cloud9 in a 2-0 fashion. Winning rounds they had absolutely no business taking here on train. Absolute madness. It's bedlam. It's mayhem. It's chaos, and I love it. What a cool showing we got between these two teams. And the beauty of this storyline is nobody gets eliminated. It was for seeding, and it was for fun.
Yeah, it was for fun, except, as you mentioned, GenG having to play against Liquid. That blows for GenG. And Cloud9 definitely looked like a better team today, especially on Train and Floppy, dude. That was seriously, he had one of my favorite 1v4s of all time on Train versus Astralis. That 1v3 is up there as well because he is involving movement in the clutches and making it all look so seamless. Just such a sick map by him.
Jumping around, making that B site look like nothing more than a playground. And clearly Floppy, king of the castle, at least here tonight. But that's it. Group stage done. 12 fantastic days of Counter-Strike. We're going to have a break in DreamHack action before the playoffs return. Make sure you guys do come back when that all starts unfolding. Of course, that's me and Launders out of here, but our analysts will be after the break, so please stay tuned.
Flashbang's affected. They have got through the smoke wall here, but Chris J, he is the final boss of the bomb site.
Now Spitty and Chris J to keep Mousesports alive.
Oh, Chris! He's found 3. It's down to a 2-on-2. Chris, can he close this with an ace? Oh my God!
Can they actually close this out? Boom, Chris.
Fantastic way to start, and no scopes on him himself. Absolutely saving Mousesports.
Hey, it's me, Lily from AT&T. I'm back, working from home, and here to help.
Hey Lily, I'm hearing a lot about 5G. Should I be getting excited?
Depends. Are you gonna want faster speeds?
I will.
More reliability?
Oh, also yes.
Better response times?
Definitely.
Are you gonna be making sourdough bread?
Oh, is that 5G related?
No, it's just like, why is everyone making sourdough now? But yes, you're gonna want 5G.
AT&T is building 5G on America's best network. Visit att.com to learn more.
but you see through my disguise. No matter how hard I try to hide, I'm just human. You see the signs. Your heart needs loving just as much as mine. Once and for then we retreat. Nobody's getting what they need. So busy trying to make it seem like it means nothing to me, nothing to me. I want you to believe I don't care at all. Unless you got what I need, I just don't care at all. When I come over, I'm nonchalant. It makes it hard for you to know just what I want. I talk in circles, yeah, I'm so confused. Maybe it's 'cause I think my kindness will be abused. Ask no questions, yeah, I'll tell no